You know, for years, we've all been taught to solve equations by just memorizing a bunch of steps. But what if I told you there's one simple secret that makes it all just click? Well, today, we're going to uncover it.
So, have you ever stared at an equation, kind of like this one, and just felt your brain totally freeze up? It looks so simple, right? But it trips up a ton of people. If that's you, trust me, you are not alone, and it is definitely not your fault. We're about to figure out exactly why that happens, and more importantly, how to fix it for good.
And look, this is about way more than just passing a math test. Getting this right is kind of like unlocking a superpower. I mean, linear equations are literally the language behind planning your finances, designing a bridge, and even programming the cool apps on your phone.
Okay, so where do most of us actually get stuck? Believe it or not, the problem isn't the math itself. It's how we've been taught to think about it.
Here's the real issue, and it's a big one. It's not that you're bad at math. The number one mistake is focusing on memorizing a bunch of rules for the numbers instead of understanding the actual goal of the whole thing. It's about the structure. So let's actually compare the old school method we all learned in class with the one simple secret that's going to make it all make sense.
We've all seen this a million times, right? You know the drill. The teacher says, okay, first you subtract 5 from both sides. Then you divide both sides by 2. And yeah, you follow the steps, you get the answer, x equals 3, and it works. But it kind of feels like you're following a recipe without having any idea why you're adding each ingredient.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If you don't really get the why, you're going to get totally lost the second the problem looks just a little bit different. So, you ready for the secret?
Here it is. This is everything. This is the entire game. Your one single solitary goal every single time is to get the variable, that letter x, all by itself on one side of the equal sign. That's it. Every single move you make is just to get x alone.
So, how do we get it alone? Simple. We use its opposite. We use inverse operations. Just think of them as pairs that cancel each other out. Addition undoes subtraction. Multiplication undoes division. These are your secret weapons.
I want you to think of X like it's a birthday present. To get to the good stuff inside, you have to unwrap the layers in the reverse order, right? You take off the wrapping paper first, and then you open the box. It's the exact same thing with algebra. You undo the addition or subtraction first, then you undo the multiplication or division to finally set X free.
Okay, theory's great and all, but let's actually put this secret into practice and see how it completely changes the game.
All right, let's take a look at this new equation. This time, instead of digging through our brains for some rule we're supposed to memorize, we have just one mission: isolate x.
So, forget the old steps. Just ask yourself one simple question. What is happening to x right now? Well, in this case, 3 is being subtracted from it. That's it. That's the only layer of wrapping paper we need to deal with.
So how do we undo subtracting 3? Easy. We do the inverse. We add 3. But, and here's the one golden rule, an equation is like a balanced scale. To keep it from tipping over, whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So we're going to add 3 to both sides.
And just like that, boom, the -3 and the +3 on the left side just cancel each other out. They're gone, leaving x all alone. On the right side, 7 plus 3 is 10. The variable is isolated, mission accomplished.
All right, let's put this all together. Because what you just learned isn't a trick for one problem. No, it's a powerful new mindset for solving any equation.
It all just boils down to this super simple 3-step mindset. First, know your goal. Isolate the variable. Second, know your tool. Use inverse operations. And third, know the one golden rule. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. That is the entire strategy.
Okay, now it's your turn. You have the secret. You have the mindset. So take a look at this equation. 3x minus 4 equals 11. Now this one has 2 layers of wrapping paper. So remember that present analogy? What's the first layer you need to take off, and what's the second? Work it out step by step and drop your answer in the comments below. I want to see you put this secret into action.